A lot of people be talking about, baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. Nah, I ain't bringing no drama. We ain't having no conversation about your relationship with the mother. That's y'all. Don't worry about that. I'm here to talk about mines.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. I need to know that we on the same motherfucking page on that mission. Cause I'm willing to die behind mines any day. Split second. Yes, Lord. Praise and
Hey,
thankful to have another day. My name's Quan
gotta
here
love it.
with JJ. Welcome back to the Rise of Black
Yes,
Fathers.
sir.
We're here to discuss the topic
We
of
back.
step daddies.
Would you or would you
Step
not
daddies.
be a stepdaddy?
Hey, 101.
That's a
Now we here just to break it down though. Ain't no right or wrong answer to this. We just here to break it down on what you would be and what you would not be willing to do. And we just gonna shed some light on that real quick. That's it. But yeah, man. You wanna go first? You want me to go first? Where you wanna go on that one right there?
I want you to go first.
I felt it. Nah, it's all to the good. With me, you know, I think it's also part of where I grew up from. Single mother, and I majorly grew up with a stepdad. But before I had a daughter, I was open to being a stepdad to no more than 2 children maximum.
Ooh.
But that there, she would have to be cold as fuck. I'm talking about everything.
I
Now
got
that
you.
one, that pedestal is high as fuck if you got 2 kids. I'm talking the majority of y'all don't qualify. Now, if you got one, there's a little more wiggle room, you know what I'm saying? Instead of, dealing with 2 children, I'm dealing with one. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm open, there's a little bit. Can't say I'm lowering my standards, but when you have them 2 children, that shit is skyrocketed. Because if we really gonna fuck around seriously, yeah.
I got a question, bro. It just popped in my head.
What's that, man?
These skyrocketed, we gotta list them. This skyrocketed list that you got in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Can you live up to those standards? Because you technically gonna be a stepdaddy as well. So do you hold yourself to the same standards?
Yes. If I was to be truly considering that person, I understand that instead of one life, we dealing with 2. And I'm great with children. And I know they're gonna love me and I love them. So rather than implanting myself in their lives and getting close to their mama and getting close to them children like that, if it didn't work out with the mother, not saying it has to, but then the effect that it would have on the children is also something to keep in mind. And I would really need to know that that woman is somebody I could see myself being with forever and having more children with, because I still want some more. So, that raises that bar so much higher. You move differently with the person who does not have kids rather than with the woman who does have kids. It's completely different.
Got you.
Yeah.
I agree. A question popped up, man. I'm gonna write it down. Perfect. Oh man, I guess it's my turn to answer that question. We can jump into this question after me. But man, growing up, even though it's funny because you said you grew up with it. While I never had a stepfather. My mom was a stepmother to my older sister. So I lived with that. And it's funny because I never ever thought about it that way, which I think was a credit to my mom and dad. I never ever felt like that was my not stepsister, like half sister. Like technically she is, but like that does not even in my mind that concept. Like that's my sister. So I just say that to throw that out there. But for me, um, bro, growing up, I was anti. No, you got a kid out the no, not looking at you instantly. I don't care what you look like, not looking at you. But as I got older, and I think it's a credit to you, for sure. You kind of changed my perspective a little bit of what that meant, and you said something to me. I don't even know if you remembered. You said when women see you with your daughter, they are able to see what type of father they will have
For sure.
in their life. And I never thought about it like that. So I think after that, honestly, I literally after that comment, my mindset switched it. Like it's not like I'm just talking, like literally my mindset shifted seconds after that comment. And I'm like, I see the benefit.
Hmm.
I can see the benefit because now you get to see what this woman is like with children. You have an example. You don't have to guess, wonder. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like you see it. How does she treat her own
Mm-hmm.
daughter? Do I want her to treat my daughter, son like that? So I think similar to you, like the stakes are just different if somebody has a kid. And I think for me, it's not necessarily obviously you have I gotta love your the mother and all that stuff, and then you have to also love the kid as your own. That's a given. At least it should be, I should say. Um, but for me, I think I just answered my question. I was the point I was trying to make. But I think it's a added layer of not only do I have to like the woman, um, the mother, I have to also be able to have a relationship with the kid. And something I always say is I don't want to meet the kid until I know that me and the mother's good.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of started talking to someone that had a kid and did not want to meet the girl. I was like, "Is your daughter there? I'm not coming. You can come to me. I'm not coming. I don't want to start that open that because I don't know what it's like to be that kid, but I can only imagine what it's like. This guy's coming in. Is he staying? Is he not? And this that. I don't want to get involved with that. So I think for me, if I was to consider someone with a kid, my relationship with the mother has to be solid
Hmm.
before I even then cross that bridge and see what that'll look like. So to answer the question, I'm open to it. But there's a couple of extra checks and balances I think I would have to go through in order to be completely like, let's do it.
Man, you brought something up saying that. So I'm gonna touch on experience and then something that my mom told me when I more so grew up.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start with what she told me. She told me, with us growing up when she was single, whatever kids, she never allowed the men that she was fucking with meet us
Mm,
just because she knew and she protected us in that manner. And she understood that she didn't want us building no relationship with I don't know who or whatever the fuck she was doing or whatever.
right, right.
But in general, I didn't see shit and I don't remember seeing shit. You know what I'm saying? All them years, and I thought I was on point with it,
Yeah.
that type of shit. But nah, she was slick with it.
Credit to
Um,
moms. Shout out
for
to
sure,
moms.
for sure. And I say that, she let me know, I don't know how long ago, but she was like, yeah, man, whenever I was doing what I was doing, y'all ain't never seen nothing. And we wanted to keep it like that. And I was like, okay, I respect that, even though I ain't trying to hear all that, you know what I'm saying? For real. But I understand now, I'm grown, everybody got their needs, gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is. And I say that now is because I've been in some situations where I've went over, met a woman maybe the first time, and then I'm meeting their child too. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Man,
Like, don't get me wrong. I love
yo,
children. I'm
that's
not
a
that
turn
type of
off.
person. 100%. But and then it's like,
That's a turn
one
off.
instance on 100%, there was a little girl around the age of my daughter, and she was all up on me. I know she wanted that male presence. She wanted that type of energy around her. So, I'm fucking with her, right? We having fun. That type of, I'm not gonna never downplay no child. But while I'm playing with this child, I'm thinking like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is the first time you meeting me. Now
Yeah,
I understand you can check vibes. My vibes is all there. Don't get me wrong. There was no ill intention, no nothing. But I'm still like, you would never meet my daughter.
man.
at least 6 months of being serious is a standpoint. Now, FaceTime, whatever, if some shit like that happened, I've had my daughter grab my phone, whatever, shit like that, that's whatever. But actually meeting in person, that's a big no-no. And I understand it can be different. I'm not the custodial parent, so she don't live with me. But while she is with me, that's just cut off. That's me and her time.
Yeah.
And regardless of the point, I really hope y'all women out there who hear this do not be open to letting just any man, I don't care who he is, how great he is, what you see, no matter what, just openly see y'all children and build those relationships until you know true intention and that y'all are for real. Because it's not fair to the children. And for one, that man could be a sick ass man. Man, they ain't no just don't
turn on the TV and you'll see the crazy stories of what, like, nah, bro. Like, even though I feel you, bro, even though I have no ill intent, I will still negatively look at a mother that did that, because I'm like, you might do that with my kid.
Man,
you gonna put my kid in front of anybody? Like, what? Like,
you.
Nah, we not doing that.
For real.
I got a question for you though, bro.
What up?
I know we're talking about stepdaddy in our perspective, but you having a daughter and eventually, you're going to settle down, and you already alluded to you want more kids. What do you look for in a stepmother? When you're dating, I'm sure it's in your mind. I know it's not the top of mind, but it has to run through. Like, what are you looking for as somebody who may be listening right now, thinking of dating someone with a child?
So I would want that woman to express the intentions to me that she's not looking to be her mother, but she will love her like she's her own.
Love it.
That's it, right? I think that says everything that I would say.
Yeah, that was perfect, bro. I ain't even got no follow-up question.
That's it.
When you said that, I instantly thought about my mom. That is, I gotta bring my older sister in here to tell you what her perspective was. But from what my little naive, immature self saw, like I told you, bro, it never felt like a difference. She got treated just like I got treated, like the little sis got treated, like we was all family. Like, ain't no step,
big.
half, this, that, ain't none of that. Brother, sister.
No, that's big right there.
She has two siblings on the other side as well. So, like, I know they have a great relationships as well. So credits to my older sister too, because I know she plays a part of that as well. But it's all family, man. At the end of the day, and you got to be ready to step in. And you alluded to something. My mom was like, I talked to my mom about it. She said she was able to see my dad with the daughter, and she loved how he treated her daughter, and that gave her comfort. Right there, man. I think that's the moral of the story, man.
Man. Hey, it's a little side note. One thing I do know, y'all men out there, Rise of Black Fathers now, it is so beautiful. Don't do this shit for the wrong reasons. Overall, you need to be there for your motherfucking children, show them that love. But on the flip side, it is very highly attractive to women. You can't fake that bond and that love that you had between father-daughter, father-son. It took me to experience it and to hear from multiple women on how I treat mine and the love that we had between each other, on how attractive that is. I've had some wild ass stories, but overall, that shit attracts women. So be great fathers out there, because they look into you instead of wondering. They got that example. They see what it is, and women are smarter than us at the end of the day, but they can visually see, like, okay, if we were to have children, this is what they would bring to the table.
I think on the flip side, from the kid's perspective, why it's important to be a good father, because you are the example of what they want in a man. So you need to show them the standards. You need to show them how they need to be treated. And my female friends that had that, they got standards, man. you ain't gonna treat them some other type of way, because my pop's been treating me like a queen, fuck princess, queen, since I was out the womb. Like, we as fathers, or future fathers for me, have that power to, like, this is how you should be treated. This is what you should expect, and don't accept nothing less.
but what needs to be known and said on my behalf for a stepfather to my daughter. That's another side of this shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely did a lot of thinking about that one. Now, biggest thing, whoever it is, when the time comes, it's going to be high priority. Meet that man face to face. We have a conversation, and I need to understand. And I need to look you in your eyes and know that you're going to take care of mine. And not really take care as in financially and all that matter. It's going to be known that she has a daddy. Don't worry about that. She knows she has a father. But when I'm not there, I need to know that you're going to protect my daughter with your life. And if you're going to be here like that, that shit needs to be known. There ain't no putting your hands on my daughter. Ain't no none of that. Ain't no disciplining outside of what is respectable. And we'll conversate about that. But ultimately, the mother should take care of that. He need to, that ain't his domain. I need you to feel my presence. And that man's going to understand that this nigga don't play about his. That's the ultimate goal that's going to be accomplished right there. Leave it at that, my brother, man.
Bro, I felt like you was talking to somebody right there, boy. I felt that.
I'm talking to whoever that is in the future.
I felt that from over here.
I feel so strongly about that one there. I don't think there's anybody in the mix right now. If so, it ain't nothing serious, what I mean, right now. Yeah. But when that time does truly happen, oh yeah, that presence gonna be felt. And it ain't on no disrespectful type shit. A lot of people be talking about, baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. Nah, I ain't bringing no drama. We ain't having no conversation about your relationship with the mother. That's y'all. Don't worry about that. I'm here to talk about mines. And that's it. I need to know that we on the same motherfucking page on that mission. Cause I'm willing to die behind mines any day, split second. So it's like, I need to understand and I need to know that you on that motherfucking same page. And I ain't gonna say you on the same page as me because I know that's not physically possible. But I need to know that you got my daughter's best interest at heart. And that this nigga don't play about his. So you better not try no. Nah, man, it ain't gonna be no janky shit, but it's different when a nigga real, approach you.
It's real, bro.
And you know what I'm saying? Somebody about his, vice versa, if that shit ever happens. I'm gonna look him in the eyes and let him know. Ain't nothing but love for your child.
Yeah.
I would reassure the father that their child is in great hands while I'm there. And especially if I am considering taking that mother seriously and to potentially have more children. Oh yeah. Let them know. While that child's with me, I'll raise them like my own with respects to you. Boom. What the fuck else you gonna say? Type shit.
At the end of the day, you're not asking for nothing you wouldn't do in return.
Exactly. But that shit gotta be known. So y'all fathers out there, stop being on that petty shit and get down to the point of what's real. All that hurt ass selfish shit, man, you gotta let them feelings go. Let's get real. Let's get real about this shit, man.
Man, communication is always, man. It starts with communication. Gotta have them conversations, even when you don't have them. Half the time, if it's a hard conversation, you might need to have it. Shit, man. Well, man, you got me thinking, man. That's another good one, man. Stepdads, man.